Hey guys, how's it going? Audio here. I figured I would rush this video out as soon as humanly possible. So anybody that's coming back to the game, still plays the game, wants to make some alts, would be able to gear their guys out extraordinarily quickly with honor gear. Even if you don't PvP, honor gear is the best way to get into raiding as well because it has the highest item level of any of the gear you can easily farm. Obviously there are rare spawns in Tanan Jungle that drop 650 gear, but you do need to have a level 3 garrison to get there reliably. And if you're under geared, it's actually very hard to kill a lot of those rare spawns. So this is something you can do if you are a fresh 100 with literally no gear. You can have greens on, you can still have your heirlooms on and still be able to get full honor gear very quickly. Now, as you can see in this video here, I apologize for the bad quality and the way I'm doing this, but I want to do it quickly and I don't really feel like editing. So anyways, I have full PvP gear here in my Paladin, but I've only played 9 BGs and won 7 of them. Here at the end of this video, you can see that I have earned 17,000 honor this season already on my Paladin, and he's only been 100 for about, I would say 12, 13 hours at the point that this video is being made. And I have full blue Wild Combatant PvP gear on him. Now, how did I do this, did you ask? If I've only done 9 BGs? Well, the simple question, or the simple answer to that question is Ashran. Everybody loves Ashran. You know, we queue it every week because we love it so much. I know everybody hates it, but we do have to do it for our epic piece each week. And we're going to actually end up spending a lot of time in here. Most of us have spent way too much time in here to begin with. So, this is where we're going to go to farm our honor extraordinarily quickly. Now you're thinking, oh, so we go to Ashmall, we go to Amphitheater, we do the events, and then we win, and then that's how you farm the honor. It's actually incorrect. The best way to farm honor is by looting artifact fragments. You can kill any mob in Ashran, any level 100 mob, and it'll drop 1 to 5 artifact fragments. Obviously, rare spawns will drop more, but rare spawns are not soloable by somebody that just hit 100 and they're in greens and heirlooms. So, what we're going to do is we have a farming route set up to loot specific things that spawn around Ashran that grant anywhere from 50 to 150 artifact fragments. As you can see here on this map, we have some green dots that will show you where these things spawn. One spawns around, a couple spawn around Molten Quarry, one spawn here with the Panthara Pride, one in the Dark Woods near the Arakoa. There's actually one that does spawn up here on the beach that I'll show you in the video. Behind Brute's Rise. One underneath the bridge that goes to Warspear, one that's near Amphitheater, and then there's a big clump of 5 of them here right in the middle of the map. So, if you haven't farmed artifact fragments before, it is very imperative that you do not die while you are farming these fragments. What happens if you die? You lose half of the fragments that you farmed. If you're going to be farming this route, you can get upwards of 800 to 900 artifact fragments, and losing half of that would cut your honor in half, and that's something you do not want to do. It's very inefficient. So each 1 artifact fragment you turn in Storm Shield will net you 3 honor. So the more you farm, the more honor you'll be able to get. So what are you looking for? How are we doing this? Well, it just so happens I do have some videos here to show you what you're looking for. So in this first one, it's going to be taking place right here at this green dot in the Panthara Pride area. Let's load it up. So as you can see, I'm here in my Holy Paladin. At this point, he does actually have pretty much full gear. I'm just doing this for the sake of the video. On a Holy Paladin, it's still very hard for me to kill these mobs, but obviously I wings, I Holy Shock, Denounce, kill them as quickly as possible. As you can see right here in the video, there's a purple outlined chest, and there's also a purple outlined skull. That is what we're looking for. We're looking for purple outlined lootable things. So the skull will always be here. It's got about a 15-minute respawn, and as you can see, it gave me 50 artifact fragments, 150 honor. All I had to do was kill 3 mobs and right-click. Luckily here, we got one of the bonus caches. These bonus caches can spawn at any of the spawn points, and they'll give you an epic item, and in this case it gave me 128 artifact fragments. So right there alone, I farmed 178 artifact fragments. You know, that's 600 honor. Where are you going to be getting that? By doing BGs. You're not. It's a 15-minute queue for a BG, and there's no guarantee that you're going to win. So this is the most efficient way to get honor. Right there, boom. All you have to do is go back to Storm Shield, turn them in. Turn them in right here. There's going to be Fangirl and a couple Druids. All you do is right-click one of them and say, turn in all of my artifact fragments when you're done. And then boom, there you go. So here's another video. This one's going to be up here in the dark woods. I didn't take a video of every single spawn point. There are videos on YouTube of every single spawn point, so if you're interested, you can look further into more well-produced videos. I just wanted to give you guys an outline. So here is the dark woods. You're going to go behind all the Arakoa tents, and you're going to see in the background here, I mouse over it, there's an adventurer's pack. It's purple outlined. The quality is pretty bad on this just because I recorded it quickly and low bit rate, but when you're actually there, you'll be able to see it very easily. That one netted me 120 artifact fragments, so almost 400 honor from all I'm doing is right-clicking. Very, very easy. So that's just from here. Run along the back of the ogre thing. Don't actually go in here because there might be Horde that'll kill you. Cut your artifact fragments in half. And avoid the mobs. Go into the back of the dark woods, loot there. The next one we have is not actually on this map. It's up here on the beach behind Brute's Rise. So let's queue up the video for that one. Here we are. We're right about here on the map, and we're running towards the spawn. You know, just avoid the crabs if you can't kill them. If you can, they only have 146k health. This one I just choose to kill just to get out of the way. I figured he was going to aggro when I looted. You know, I wanted to mount quickly. I'm trying to do this fast, so I kill that one too for the exact same reason. As you can see, right where he dies, there's a purple cache on the ground. Loot him, get the extra artifact fragment, loot the cache. That one only gave me 30, but it's still 90 honor for just right-clicking. And it adds up if you do all of these over time. And what I'm going to be doing here is running. Obviously, I have the water mount. It makes it a lot easier to farm with the water mount because you can just run on the water, not have to worry about anything else. So I'll skip forward a little bit here. So that's another spawn point right there that I'm running around. I actually have a video of that just to make it somewhat easier. I believe this is it. So underneath the bridge to War Spear, you can see War Spears right here on the right. This is where you push when you're pushing to kill the boss, Vol'jin, or Volrath, I'm sorry. So you run right here. As you can see, there's a skeleton, looks like a gnome skeleton or a smaller skeleton on the ground. That delineates the area right around where the satchel is going to spawn. You kind of have to look forward here a little bit. It's going to be in this circle that I'm circling, right around these mushrooms. These rocks are in this grass. In this case, as you can see, it is in the grass right here. Loot it, 59 artifact fragments. So again, almost 129 artifact fragments right there. So we'll go back to the other video here of the beach and skip forward a little bit. So this is showing it again, just running underneath the bridge. There was no spawn on this one. Obviously, either somebody looted it or, you know, obviously somebody looted it. So there isn't one there, but as you can see, it's a better shot. That's where you're looking for it. Nothing happened there, so we keep running. And there will be another one that spawns right there. It's called a hollowed stump. As you can see, we'll go back one last time. I start mousing over it right about here because it'll pick up in the bottom right corner if you mouse over it. So you can tell from pretty far away if it's there or not. So hollowed stump, just run over to it. Try to avoid any Horde in this area. And 65 right there. Pretty easy. This area is a little bit volatile just because the Horde entrance to the mines are right there. Amphitheater's right to the right. So if there are any events in this area, try to avoid it. Or be very stealthy about it in your farm route. Just do not die. It's very imperative. So as you can see on the map, there are a couple spawns, amphitheater around here. I actually just avoid those. In my opinion, it's not worth it. So I run through King's Rest. It's probably a bad idea. There could be Horde there, but it was Alliance controlled, so I wasn't really that spooked. You just run past these ogres here in Ashmal, and we go to the last two spawn points on our farm route. There is one that spawns right where I'm standing right now. That's another stump, purple stump. That one's actually looted a lot just because people can see it from the main road. So that one might not always be there, but it's worth the check. And the other one can spawn right there where I'm pointing. There's a skeleton on this crane thing. So you just jump from where I am right now and you land on it and loot it. Again, that's another one that's really hard to get because a lot of people can see it and there might be a lot of Horde in this area. So that's one you probably would want to avoid. But right there from one farm route, I got 498, which is a piece of gear. That's 1,500 honor from something that took me 5-10 minutes. So anyways, There's also one around here in Molten Quarry. There's actually two in Molten Quarry. One spawns above the giant entryway to the cave on the gray rock on the top. You'll be able to mouse over it from pretty far away. You'll see another small skeleton next to it. That one gets looted a decent amount, but I've actually had good luck with it being in there. And there's also one inside of the cave. As soon as you walk into the cave, you'll walk through a hallway, and then as soon as you make it through the hallway, you'll enter a giant room with a bunch of Gorn and Gran all around you. You're going to go to the left. There's a pillar in the middle of the room on the left. Well, I guess on the left-hand side of the room, not in the middle of the room, but there's a pillar there. Just run around the pillar, and sometimes another pack will spawn there, along with another chest. So that's all you have to do, guys. It's really easy. You can get full gear in a very short amount of time. You can also, if you're a stealth class, if you're a priest that can fly, if you're a druid that can fly with their books, you can get all of these really, really quickly. This one in Amphitheater is pretty much always there, but it's, like I said, it's hard for a Holy Paladin to kill the mobs around there. Same with this one and the two in Ashmal Burial Ground. So just play it smart, don't die, avoid Horde. And then when you're done, you turn them in Storm Shield, or you turn them in at Bryn's Vanguard Camp, and then when you're done, you turn them all in, you get your honor, you run back into Storm Shield, or you can AFK out of Ashran, and just wait a couple minutes. I usually go on an ult and do some garrison stuff for about 5 minutes, then I go back on the character I'm farming on, re-queue for Ashran, and do it all again. So, I hope this was informative for you guys. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Whisper Audio 1353 on Battle.net. I'll be happy to answer them. And I will see you guys in Azeroth.